driving through there. We saw some dude come out of a house with like all like white bandana, white flat bill, white shirt, white everything, wearing white gloves up to his elbows. And I'm like, I don't know what just happened in that house, but that's something bad just happened in that house, dude.
Welcome to the DeSoto Approach with Jake and Logan.
Well, I don't know if you would call them aliens. Maybe they're not called that.
Let's go.
All right, welcome to episode 3. Today we'd like to introduce our guest, local legend here in Des Moines, global legend in our hearts, Mr. Jordan Essie. How we doing, Jordan?
Good. How about you guys?
I'm doing good so far today. I wonder if we can hear this.
Yeah, you could probably hear the couch.
Yeah. All right, so Jordan, you are, of course, Logan's older brother.
Right.
You guys have known each other for quite a while now.
Yeah, about 25 years.
Yep, almost 26.
There we go. So you're in a local band here, Display Case.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, we're just hard rock out of Des Moines, Iowa. So that's what we do. Been everywhere. Just trying to keep her going.
What's your favorite place that you've been to? I've actually never asked you about this, really. You've told me a lot of stuff about being, because you guys have gone on tour like all over the country.
Right. I don't know. A lot of places that we end up playing aren't the greatest. The actual place that we play, but I would say Rochester, New York was a lot of fun. So is Providence, Rhode Island. Everybody talks like Peter Griffin. It's pretty cool.
Do they actually?
Yeah, dude.
Didn't you say Rochester was a lot like Des Moines?
Rochester was a lot like that. It was like if Des Moines had like 10,000 more people that skateboarded. That's pretty much what Rochester.
Des Moines has the biggest skate
like
park
Everybody
in
in
the world.
Rochester, New York fucking skateboards.
Yeah, so it's kind of like it's also like it's pretty close to New York City too. So like you'll get every once in a while somebody will tell you to go fuck yourself, but it's like tasteful in Rochester. So like you don't even get mad.
How far away from New York City is it?
Oh shit, I don't know, maybe like a couple hours.
Okay,
A couple hours maybe.
I gotcha.
Just far enough where you can't smell it.
Have you been in New York City?
Yeah.
I've never been. Have you
I've
been?
never been, no. I've
Did you
never
like
even
it
been
or
to the
no?
East Coast.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been to Florida.
Well, I've been to Florida. I'm talking like
I don't think
upper
that
East
counts as East Coast.
Upper, I'm talking
I
like,
went to the fucking
Florida
coast
is-
on the east side, dude. That's
Florida is
fucking
Florida.
East Coast. I know what you mean, but I've been to the coast on the east side of the country.
Okay, yeah, I guess that works too.
What's New York City like?
Like I said, when I was there, we were in the straight up asshole of New York City. I'm sure there's a lot of great parts of it, but where we
Yeah.
played was not good. I'm pretty sure the place that we played isn't even there anymore. So
Really?
but yeah, other than that, it looked cool. So I mean, trying to drive a short bus through
Oh yeah.
New York City is.
Did you have the bus or the van? Did you still have the bus when
No,
you went?
we had the bus when we did that one. So my knuckles are permanently white. So
Dude, I saw a fucking undercover school bus earlier today. Did I send you that Snapchat? We were just talking about this on the other one. Dude, this thing was undercover, man. But no, so when did you get the van then?
our newest van, we bought it like 3 years ago. So it's the newest one we ever had. It's 2001.
That's good.
got-
That's a good year.
Yeah, it's a good year.
not as good as 12 though.
Yeah, 12
2012.
was a good year.
Yeah, it's got air conditioning. So that's
Fuck
big.
yeah.
That's huge. That's way bigger than a lot of people.
Did the
think it
bus
is.
not? But I guess the bus has a lot of windows so you can roll down, right?
Yeah, it was still infuriating.
Just hot as shit.
So yeah, it wasn't that. It had a heater though. The heat worked,
That's good.
but that didn't help.
And a couch with fleas in it.
Yep, it had a couch with fleas in it.
You'll have
What
that.
was the name of that dog that
His name
you
was
guys picked up a dog from a show? And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
His name was Mitch. It was we played this place called Skate Farm in Hutchinson, Kansas, and it was like our second to last date on the tour, and so we're like, all right, we're gonna get fucked up at this one. It was a lot of fun though. Like it was cool because they had like the bands playing and you had people like skating around you all the time.
That is
and
sick.
It was just like in the middle of a field. It was really cool. And then-
Cornfield.
yeah, and we were all drunk, and like our TM he was way more fucked up than the rest of us, and he just gets on the bus holding like this greyhound that's back legs look like something that had been eating it, and so he's like, the guy that owns this place says we can have that dog. And I'm like, that guy's probably never seen that dog, dude. The dog's probably lying in a ditch somewhere, and you just stumbled upon him. But yeah, we grabbed him, and like on the way home, the dog was laying on the floor. So we had like a couch. We had a couch in the bus, and we had like a recliner, and then we had you could sit on lawn chairs. So 2 people could sleep on the couch because it had 2 reclining spots in it, and then so we get off. It was like a 10-hour drive from Hutchinson back to Des Moines or Omaha, wherever we were going. And we stopped at this truck stop, and we all got off. And then when we got back on, the dog had moved to the couch, and it was a greyhound, so it was a long ass dog.
Yeah.
Like he spread out
The whole
all the
couch.
way across the couch. And one of our guys like goes up to like, move the dog, and the dog just shows him his teeth. Like, this thing's feral, man. Like, it is not. This dog had never been that comfortable in his entire life. He's like, I'm not giving this shit up. So we had 3 guys sitting on the floor for like 5 hours. But yeah, it was, dude, we thought the dog was dead at one point because it was like we'd hit a bump and the whole dog's like dead weight body would just fly up in the air a little bit and come back down.
Oh,
and
man.
At that point, one of our guys our bass player was like cuddling him, like the dog had laid his head on Charlie's lap, and I just started laughing my ass off. It's like, dude, Charlie's cuddling with a dead dog.
With fleas.
With flea. Oh yeah, we found out we actually, when we got home, we took him. Iowa State University has like a greyhound rescue, so they took him, and he actually, I don't know where he is now. It's been a few years, but he got adopted and got fixed up
Oh, really?
and stuff like that. So that's
That's pretty cool.
good.
That, at least that's a good ending.
Yeah, but we did find out he had fleas, so.
Did you just get rid of the couch, or did you just spray it down?
Oh, we had to get rid of the whole bus.
That's true.
Sell it off.
Like we came home and I parked it, and then I think 2 days later I went out to go try and start it again, and it just didn't. It didn't start. I called my buddy who's a diesel mechanic, and he's just like, "Yeah, dude, this thing's done.
No go.
Like, you're gonna need about $5,000." I was like, "Well,
Not worth
How much
it.
did you
Not
get
worth
that bus for? How much was it?
like $3,000 maybe."
Where did you find it?
Some shady dealership on the east side of Des Moines. Probably, well, we should have never bought it. That was a terrible idea.
It was a really cool idea.
Oh, yeah,
I think
it
it
was-
ended up just being kind of a shitty bus.
Yeah,
but it was
I
a
mean,
really cool
the idea-
idea.
It was
I
a
think.
super
The
cool
idea of it
idea.
was cool.
And yeah, it's a really cool idea. And like you said, like how the setup was, like it wasn't like it was the normal bus seats. Like you guys had like the
Yeah.
couch in there and the
I
chairs
tore
and
all
like the
the-
lawn
yeah,
chairs.
I tore all the seats out
That's
and
so
everything
cool.
too.
And like the back of it, because it was like, if I'm remembering correctly, it was like the couch was like a layer of it, and it was like a wall for all the equipment went behind that. Right?
All the
Isn't that how you did it?
Yeah, the couch was almost like a wall.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
made it like kind of a trunk area for all the band
Yeah.
equipment.
But yeah.
That was a really cool. Yeah, that was really cool.
And
I
we
feel
should have
like.
never done. I'll have to give Joey, our drummer, credit because he said we should not buy this. Like, as we were sitting there, I'm like, and I don't know. I was like, oh my god, this would be so cool.
It was
had
cool.
this.
I have to say, it was.
Yeah, it was
fucking
so cool.
Yeah.
Could have been a good.
I'll have to give him credit. Joey said we should have never bought it, and about when the transmission blew out, I was like, yeah, we probably shouldn't have bought this. So-
It could have been like a cool social media play or PR play
Yeah.
though, if you did it more recent times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
Like
when did
TikTok
you
or-
get rid of that? 2014, probably. 2015, maybe.
Whenever I lived at my last place.
Yeah, because we hotboxed it one time at the old place. Wasn't that with that band from Detroit? Was it Detroit? That band that came
Oh,
and
yeah,
stayed
yeah,
here
yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
And then we all hung out. I think it was that night.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
would have been maybe 2015 at the latest.
It was somewhere in there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those dudes were cool.
They were.
That was so funny that night.
We played with them in Detroit.
Yeah, I
too.
was gonna say
we were drinking in the basement that night, and I remember the train. We had a train that came by in the backyard, behind the baseball field in their backyard, and
dude, those guys were peaking.
When the train started going by, it would literally shake our house because our house was an older house,
and it was 50 feet away from the
and it
train.
was so close to the
It was
train.
so close.
Those guys just went outside.
Shit would fall off the walls.
Those guys just went outside and stared at the train.
Those guys fucking fell off the wall when that train came
They
by.
were freaking out. Like they were standing outside just watching the train go by because they'd never seen anything like it.
They'd never seen anything
I don't know.
like the
I don't know if
group
they.
of
I don't know.
18-year-old kids that were
The way
doing
they
the
look-
hot
I mean, they're
seat.
from Detroit. I mean, there.
That's
had
what
to
I
be
thought.
There's trains
couple
in Detroit,
trains out
right?
there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everybody was just fucked up. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
did not expect a train to be rolling 50 feet past.
Yeah, you
the
probably wouldn't have.
house.
Yeah,
You wouldn't know
there's
there's
no way
train
they
tracks
knew
there,
that
yeah.
train track was there. Yeah, that's fair.
Well, the best part about that train was like you remember the Paranormal Activity movies.
Yeah.
Where like right before some fucked up shit happened, it just went whoa.
That's what it
It
sounded
made
like.
the exact same. It made the exact same sound in our house as when the train was maybe like 2 miles out.
And the fucked up thing about it was I got just conditioned
Yeah, you just
to
didn't
hear
know.
because they
Oh,
would
I
come
wouldn't
by
even
at like
notice
2
it.
in the morning,
Yeah.
and I would just be sleeping. I just got conditioned to sleep through it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And there
even
was just
notice
a
it.
fucking train. Oh yeah, I
Massive
guess you would have
Yeah, I
heard it
lived
too.
right across the street.
Yeah.
We oh no, I was gonna ask you. So you guys with that band did like they came to Des Moines and did a show with you guys, and then you went to Detroit and did a show with them, right?
Yeah, I think.
And then
that's-
did you guys stay with them when you went there?
Yeah, we stayed with them.
That's
when we
fucking
went
cool.
there.
Where at in Detroit did you guys play? I guess not that I know any of the venues, but
Man, I
You
cannot
remember?
remember what it's
'Cause that was a
called. It's
while
out by
ago.
the Ford plant.
Some
Yeah,
interesting.
that was 4 or
you saw
5
some
years
interesting
ago. That's
things
like
though in Detroit.
5 years
Yeah,
ago.
they Richard, one of the dudes in the band, took us to 8 Mile. We woke up one morning and we woke up the next morning and he's just like, "You guys will see some fucked up shit," and I was like, "Hell yeah, dude, let's go!" And I went to go get in the bus, and he's like, "No, we're not taking the bus. We're going." And he's like, "We're
Something
taking
more discreet.
yeah, we're taking my car. It has 5% tint." And so, but yeah, dude, like he took us down 8 Mile, and like I don't know, I'm not.
I thought you said it was 7 Mile that he said was the more
Yeah, he said.
fucked up street.
I don't know. He was telling us like the farther you go into it, like you get all the way down to like 7 and 6 Mile, like the cops just don't go there anymore.
Jeez.
Cops don't. I don't
It's
think
really
they,
that
I think
bad. I've never been in Detroit.
Yeah.
so-
Well, 8 Mile neighborhoods were crazy, man. I can't even believe that that place is like 8 hours from where we're sitting right
Yeah.
now. Like they
Like
have
that place and Ankeny are the same country.
yeah, no shit. And like it's we were driving through it and there's like burnt down houses everywhere.
Jesus.
And like they encourage it. Like they don't care. Like they'll just go and
Yeah.
Because if you think like drug activities going on in the house, you could just go and like or gang activity, you just burn the house down. And like the fire department, somebody might come to put it out,
make sure
but
it doesn't like spread.
ain't
but they'll
nobody
give
in
a
a
fuck
hurry
about it. Yeah.
nobody's in a
Damn.
hurry.
That's
But,
wild.
yeah, it was fucking nuts though, and like we're just driving through there. We saw some dude come out of a house with like all like white bandana, white flat bill, white shirt, white everything, wearing white gloves up to his elbows. And I'm like, I don't know what just happened in that house, but that's something bad just happened in that house, dude. But yeah, the car we were in had like 5% tint windows all the way around, even on the windshield. I'm like, yeah, so I think we were. I don't think anybody would have been like super hostile, but it's
Yeah.
always good.
Because there's a lot of like crime around
It's just
there, right?
it's just crazy because you have like neighborhoods in a lot of cities. You're like, oh yeah, don't go in that neighborhood. It's a bad neighborhood to be in. But like that neighborhood
that is the
in
bad
particular
neighborhood.
Yeah.
is actually unsafe
Yeah.
to physically drive through, like drive through it is not safe.
Yeah.
That we went.
Like if they don't, he said there are some neighborhoods like if they don't recognize your car or don't recognize who you are, like
they'll stop you.
They'll
and
fuck
shit.
you up, man. Like,
Yeah,
you don't
like in
go
Des Moines,
crazy.
you could pretty much drive anywhere.
Oh yeah,
and you'll be fine.
All
There's
the
some
places,
crappy
crappy parts, but
you can
not like
you can
that.
at least drive through.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
Like all the places that we've been, like you come back to Des Moines and you're just like, you hear somebody say like, "Oh, don't go down there." I'm like, dude, fuck you. You ain't ever seen evil, motherfucker. Like this is bullshit.
You ever been to Buffalo, New York?
Yeah, no shit. Everywhere is fucking Chuck E. Cheese in Des Moines.
My junior year of college for soccer, we made it to nationals and we played in Chicago. So we took like a big like charter bus with our whole team on it to Chicago, and it was on like the south side of Chicago that we were driving through. Oof. And we turned down Garfield Avenue, I think is the name of it. It's Garfield Avenue or street or something. And apparently it's just the worst street on the south side of Chicago. And we had like a couple kids on our team from Chicago. And one of the kids just stands up. Like we're in a fucking charter bus. This is a $300,000 charter bus that's the size of a house. And we're driving down this. And we take the turn on that street. And this kid on our team says, was like, whoa, we can't be driving over here, bro. And he just goes, bro, this bus driver is wild. It's like, we cannot be driving. It's like, dude, we're in a charter bus. He goes, dude, there's people around here that will stop this fucking
they don't
bus.
give a shit, man.
Our bus driver sideswiped like 2 separate cars during this as well. Did not stop. We're like, no, you can't. Like,
no, why would you?
This isn't the neighborhood you stop in. But both the kids on our team from Chicago, like, dude, we can't be like, just cruising around down here. This is not the spot to do that.
Yeah,
but it's just
compared to Des Moines. That's like a lot of people will ask me like, oh, where do you want to live someday? I'm like, well, I do a lot of traveling. I like to travel, but every time I come back to Des Moines, like come home, it's just like a pressure off your shoulders. So I like Des Moines.
Dude,
so
Des Moines is awesome because
I don't care about like snow or anything like that. So
yeah, that's true.
It doesn't bother me. The heat kind of bothers me, but I mean,
it's crazy how cold it gets and how hot it gets.
It's gonna be underwater in about 20 years. So
not us, baby. Not Des Moines.
Oh yeah, we're actually gonna be that little island, man.
Yeah,
we're gonna have fucking oceanfront property here.
It's gonna be Iowa. It's gonna be Iowa, and somehow Florida's gonna get in there.
In Colorado, because they're so far above sea level.
Yeah, that's true. Colorado might be.
I guess all those states up there.
But yeah,
Florida's gonna make it. Florida's just gonna float to the top. All those
Florida's
crackheads are just gonna get on the side of it. And just...
Florida's just gonna be a bunch of meth heads in the water swimming, holding it up. That's what's gonna be. That's gonna be the new windmill. Is like a fucking meth head on a treadmill, keeping everything alive.
That's how they get their energy down there.
Yeah.
A self-propelled treadmill. And they just throw a bunch of crackheads on it.
It's pretty cheap.
Dude, I've thought about that a lot. Like, you know those stationary bikes in your house? Do you think if you hooked that up to a power supply, you know how like a windmill works? The energy from the windmill moving creates the energy. I don't know how this works, but you'd have
to be hauling ass.
That's what I'm saying. But if you did that, you think you could power like your laptop or something?
You could probably
charge up your laptop? Because if you're going to be doing that anyways.
Because they make those little crank things when you go...
Like
when you go camping,
there's probably a way.
You probably squeeze a couple amps out of
That's
it.
what I'm saying. You're not going to be able to power your fucking whole house.
No.
But a little bit. You take a couple dollars off the energy bill each month.
Well, at that point, I would just drop would it be like $5,000 to go get solar panels and put on your roof?
I have no idea how much that costs.
A lot of
how much
states
you think
I bet
that works?
more than that.
A lot of states will pay you to put solar panels on your roof.
That's true. I wonder.
And some of them actually charge you to have solar.
Really?
Yeah.
What states do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know anything. I heard it. I saw it on Facebook. It's got to be real.
Yeah, I saw this one thing on Facebook, and then you send like an article to someone that's wild, and then that person opens it up, and it's like that big black dude with his huge cock off the edge of the bed. Like you didn't even open the article before you.
My favorite one is people send you shit and they're like, see, I found an article on it, and you click on it and like the website domain is like, it's just like www.definitelyrealnotrussia.com or whatever, some bullshit
Dude,
like that.
Oh my God, Jordan, I wanted to tell you specifically this because I know you're gonna fucking die. So the other day I was working a like wedding rehearsal dinner at Stonecliff. And after everyone left, they left a T-shirt there. And it was a T-shirt with a QR code on it. And it said, scan for my vaccine passport. And I was like, oh, I know this is going to be good. So I scanned it and the link pops up. And I swear to God, it took me to a website called bringammo.com. And it was just, this is the only vaccine passport I need. And it looks like it was made by like a 7th grader in their first like coding class.
HTML coding.
What are they gonna
It's
do?
so
Like
bad.
HTML coding.
Like the first website ever. It's got like flashing colors and it just says, this is the only vaccine passport I need. And it was a picture of the U.S. Constitution.
Jesus. I was gonna say, what are they gonna do? Shoot the COVID out of you?
Bringammo.com was exactly what I thought that was gonna link me to.
Good Lord.
That's so funny.
Definitely a Q supporter.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
These guys were rich as fuck though.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I just thought that was so funny
Covering
though.
the gap. They're on the other side of the gap. Oh shit.
But
But yeah, so when's this come out?
what do you think?
Couple weeks.
Oh
this
yeah,
Tuesday,
this
but
one.
next
Yeah, yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna plug some stuff. I'm sure I'll be back on here.
Do you have some
Plug some-
shows coming up
I do live in the
like
studio
next month? Oh, yeah, no shit.
Plug some stuff to our 12 listeners.
Yeah.
All family
Yeah,
members.
dude. That's
Hey,
freaking
man.
12 more people.
Ticket to a show costs $15.
Whatever, dude. We got 1,000 views on our
Whatever
last
15
TikTok.
times 12
True,
is.
yeah,
Ain't
we
bad.
popped off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have happened.
We
Somebody's gotta think we're funny.
no shit. It's just gonna be us watching it. Dude, I can't even
Just
watch
over
it.
and
I
over
can't
and
even
over.
watch myself, dude. It's so bad.
Hey,
Uh,
every time we go somewhere, everybody seems to have a good time around us. So there's
It's
got to be
50-50. They're either having a good time or they are having an
Pissed.
awful time.
They don't want to be there.
these fucking pieces of shit.
We
Dude, we went out last week. We went out for Halloween, and we had like 2 or 3 other tables over by our table.
oh yeah, where'd you guys go? For Halloween?
Tonic.
Yeah,
We went to
the
bar in
suite.
West Des Moines.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went. Did I tell you? I think it was over Christmas. No, it was the night before Thanksgiving. Because you know how that's like a huge night for people going out.
Yeah, it's Drinksgiving.
Yeah.
There's actually a display case show on Drinksgiving.
Oh, this will come out before that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or would
Maybe.
that be this will come out like right before that? I think in
All right.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Lefty's Live Music, $10.
Hell yeah.
Starts at 7.
But I think that was the day we went out last year. Me and Grant went to Tonic. It was either that or the night before Christmas. But we were like, oh, there's
Christmas
gonna be
Eve.
yeah.
You don't have anything else going on?
I think it was
I think
like,
I remember
that's
this.
why I want to say this is the night before Thanksgiving.
It was most likely.
would make more
It
sense.
might have been the
Once you hear
night.
the story, so we're like, oh, a bunch of people will be out. Like we don't know. I think you guys were doing something, and it was just me and Grant hanging out.
Yeah.
So we were like
Yeah.
at his place, and we had like 1 or 2 drinks. We're like, let's go out to the bars. Like we'll see someone out, or it'll be busy. We'll just go fuck around, whatever.
Right.
And so we went to Tonic, and dude, there was fucking 4 people there.
Really?
There was 2 separate couples that were there, and then there was 5 people, and there was like 1 lady sitting up at the bar that was probably 42 years old. And we literally we both had to piss so fucking bad. We walked in, and not only was it that, but you know how it's like a club vibe?
Yeah, it's a club.
They had the music just as loud as it was if there was
God,
1,000 people in
fuck
there.
that.
We went in and took a piss and came out, and we like looked at the bar. We're like, do we even want to get a drink here? We're
Yeah.
like, no. We just got back in the car and went back to his place and drank. Like we're gonna do the same thing here that
Yeah.
we would
There's
do.
just
at
as
your
many
house.
people at his place. as
Yeah,
there are at your
we're gonna pay fucking
there.
$8 per beer and have to scream at each other from 2 feet away.
That's crazy though, because I bounced for like 5 years, and I would go. Well, I guess I worked at a few different places downtown, and the night before Thanksgiving was always crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was Christmas was on like a
Valentine's Day.
Friday, and then you guys went out like the Saturday after Christmas.
It might have been that.
then we
It
were-
also was last year during COVID. So I think it was like right out.
Oh,
Right
I
after
wonder why
stuff,
nobody
like,
was.
yeah, no shit. But
Yeah, dude. They
weren't even open.
The,
You guys were just
the
there.
night before
just
Thanksgiving was
knocking on the
always
window.
wild. It's like a wild.
Yeah.
There was some wild nights around the year, but like The ones that you would never think would be crazy would be the night before Thanksgiving, which was always just packed, and one that was, I guess it didn't really catch me off guard. It was mostly sad, is Valentine's Day, and because I like bounced at like club bars. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going on a Valentine's Day date there.
No.
But it was just, yeah, it was kind of sad.
Yeah, I feel that. People looking for a Valentine's date.
Yeah.
Looking in the wrong places.
No shit.
We
I don't think you should probably meet your significant other at a bar. Maybe not in 2020.
I worked at
2021.
like pretty popular bar in Dubuque, and because there's 3 colleges in Dubuque, and like the busiest days when they do their homecomings, it's so fucking packed in there, and that's just like random. It'll be just random Saturdays where nothing's going on, and it'll just be so fucking busy.
That's not bad. That's a ton of money, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was nice, but. And then, I swear there's like other days. 4th of July, obvious. Actually, I feel like for bars, it's not that big.
I feel like everybody's out.
People are out
Yeah, they're
doing
out like
stuff
yeah.
outside.
Maybe the night before Christmas Eve. I could see that being a big
Yeah, because everyone's
usually
like
people have
home.
that Christmas Eve day off.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, days that people don't have to work the next day, I feel like are always good days for
yeah.
the bars.
Well, what about last night? Today's Veterans Day.
True. Was it busy? I didn't go out to the bars.
I didn't go
last
out to the
night.
bars either. I
Yeah,
had
well,
to
most
work-
people don't get today off. The government.
Yeah, the,
Same with
the
Grant.
government
Same with Grant
people
wasn't
go
working today.
off the night before Veterans Day. You're gonna have to wait another business day to get your tags if you're getting them the day before Veterans
Oh,
Day.
shit.
Bud. Sorry. Oh, that'd be sweet.
Wait, so today's Veterans Day?
Yeah.
Is this a Veterans Day memorial episode?
Yeah.
It's going to come out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Veterans Memorial
the
episode.
troops.
There you go.
Take your fucking hat off.
Sorry, Uncle Sam.
Yeah, I won't tell anybody.
No one will ever know.
Yep.
Anything else we got, Jordan? What else you been up to?
Just writing music, practicing, getting ready for all the shows, and
You have a lot of shows coming up soon?
for the rest of 2021, we have we've got 3 left.
Okay.
So I think our last one is December 11th, downtown at the Gas Lamp. So, and I think that'll wrap up the year anyway, and then January 7th we're releasing a new song. So
Oh, no shit.
yeah,
Just one song or an album?
just one.
Just one.
We're in the middle of recording 4 more. So I think what we're gonna do is just keep releasing them as singles, and then once all 5 of them are out, we're gonna kind of like compile them as one.
Okay.
So it seems to be it doesn't really seem like a lot of people release full albums anymore unless they're like super established.
Like the Foo Fighters or
Yeah.
something.
Well, no, that's not true because
They just came out with a song.
So did
Yeah.
Slipknot. Slipknot
Yeah, they
just
came out
released
with
a
a
new
single.
song, yeah.
I think it's just people are very.
I think it just depends on what you want to do, honestly. Because if you look,
It
at
really
like,
doesn't matter though,
Yeah,
because
it
if you're
doesn't
good.
matter.
Like if it's good enough,
And with streaming, like I feel like nobody buys CDs anymore.
Yeah.
It's all streaming, so it doesn't matter
Song
if you
by
just release
song.
one
Yeah.
song or 14.
yeah,
Like,
it doesn't cost any different. Really.
no.
Well, I know like the hip hop world and stuff like that. They do in like pop music. They do single by single type stuff. So, I mean,
They'll do like a
guess you
single. They'll release like a single, and then they'll release the exact same single like a month later featuring someone.
Yeah.
And then a month after that, they'll release an acoustic version of the exact. They just milk
Yeah.
the same
Oh,
song
yeah.
so long.
we don't have that kind of money. We don't have the money to get the baby. Dude, I would shit. I would shit
I
if the
would
baby.
love to see a fucking display case and the baby collab.
Dude, that might actually go. That would probably go off. That
That would
would
be
probably
so
go pretty
funny.
hard.
That would be so good.
I don't even know who I'd want to feature though, because I wouldn't want to.
Oh
do,
yeah, if you
Yeah.
could do a feature with any musician, Who would it be? Any genre.
Yeah, see, I don't know. The Baby would be a good one.
Dude, that would be fucking
I don't know
awesome.
how it would happen. I don't know how it would work. He'd probably have to come in and like say something about Atlanta or something in the breakdown. But
I think it would be really cool if you guys had like a display case style, like not beat but song, and then he rapped
Yeah,
over
that's what I'm
that.
saying.
That'd be,
Yeah,
that'd be so
sweet.
cool. That'd
and
be
I'll
awesome.
just come in and do the chorus, and then the Baby is just he just babies all over it. whatever it does. That'd be sick. Definitely a rapper.
Really?
I don't know. Or oh my god, why am I forgetting his name? The lead singer of All American Rejects. That'd be a good one.
Oh, I don't think I know his
That
name.
dude sounds like an angel.
Yeah, he's good.
Or Derek Wembley. Derek Wembley would be a good one
Some
too.
41 singer.
Yeah.
Would you want to do like someone that's more your style music? I guess you said a rapper. Like you'd want to do a rapper the most.
I mean, I guess it just depends on what the song is.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
I mean,
Doing
if
a-
you're going for
doing a-
popularity, it'd probably be a rapper because that's
Yeah.
kind of where music's going. Like rap and
I think
punk music are
true.
kind of.
if it was like a crazy I would want it to be like a crazy stupid famous rapper just because
Like Travis Scott.
yeah, like Travis Scott just jumps on one, and then like just the people that know me would be like,
But
what-
someone
what in
that
the
you would
fuck?
not, yeah, someone that you would
Like-
not expect,
like,
like
how
the
did-
baby. I feel like the baby is the
Yeah.
perfect example
Or you
for
get
that.
like
That'd be so
you
funny.
get like Nicki Minaj on something, like get up there and talk about her pussy or something in a display case song. I'd be so down for that.
Dude, that would be so fucking funny.
Apparently it works. So,
No
dude,
shit.
dude, WAP took over the world, man. I love that song.
It's a good song.
I
It's the
listen to it.
catchiest song.
It's so
Yeah.
catchy.
Oh yeah, it was so annoying because the bar that I worked at, I lived right above in Dubuque,
Oh,
and they would
man.
play that song every fucking 20 minutes. So
Just
the nights that I
whopping all
wasn't
over the
working,
place.
and I could hear it, like if I'm in my living room, I could hear it. So I just hear boom, boom,
Yep.
boom.
Yep.
You just hear the bass from it. I was like, fuck, dude,
That'd
this
be
song
dope.
again.
That was
looking
so funny when that song came out too. Is like a lot of people are going like, "That's not music. It's ruining my children." And be like,
hate
"That's
that.
how you know it was good."
Oh yeah.
like,
Yeah.
dude, people thought Ozzy Osbourne was the devil.
Oh,
People
and-
thought Ozzy
dude,
Osbourne was the devil, man. And I mean, now, obviously, I mean, I guess I don't know. He might be, but like back when that first Black Sabbath album came out, like people were afraid of the album cover.
yeah.
Straight up, they were afraid of the album cover because it was so dark.
That's so
and,
funny.
Like satanic.
Imagine
or
if
whatever.
Slipknot existed in like the 1960s.
Yeah.
People would fucking
You'd
be
lose their fucking
terrified of
But they
Slipknot.
did though. Like shit like that did exist.
That's true. That's
It just
true.
had
I
to
guess
go-
they weren't as mainstream
yeah.
because people didn't like it
They
back
had
then.
to go through that progression. Like,
That's
there's-
true.
Yeah, but yeah, all I know is like Black Sabbath and like Ozzy Osbourne used to scare the shit out of people.
And who was it? Like Tipper Gore, wasn't it Al Gore's wife that tried to get like all the parental advisory stuff and like tried to get bad music like banned? You couldn't curse in music and stuff. Like,
Well, I think I don't know who it is, but I think it was some political person, somebody's wife was in charge of. They're the reason that they have to do the parental advisory.
yeah. I think it was Tipper Gore.
I think it was in the 90s.
Yeah, it was more recently than
It was
you
in the
think.
90s because that's when all those like 90s hip hop bands and stuff,
Like the
or hip-hop
Beastie Boys
artists-
and stuff. I think they were really because they like. But then it was also cool once
they
you
would
got the
they would make
explicit
fun of it.
warning. Yeah,
They would make fun of it. Like I think if you went and looked at, trying to think of the album that it's on. I don't know. I can't remember what album it is, but there's multiple hip hop and rap albums from the '90s that straight up rip off. Like they made the explicit. They made because it was you had to have it like this big on your CD, but then there was hip hop artists and rappers that would make it their whole. They would make
Yeah,
big
it was their
They,
like
like,
album
embraced
cover.
it.
Yeah,
because what's a kid want to buy?
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. It was like
kids would be
cool. It was almost like cool to
Yeah.
get the parental advisory thing on your album.
the-
Yeah.
Wait, so that's why they had to do the
Yeah.
parental advisories
Yep.
because of
Yep.
like the explicit thing. Where
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they wanted to ban it at first. They're like, you can't just ban music.
You can't
Like,
ban
who
freedom
gives
of
a shit?
speech.
Yeah.
yeah,
This ain't Russia.
you're not like hurting anyone.
Nah.
You're
Yeah.
just saying you're just
It's
You
the
corrupt
parent.
And most of the
you,
time, I
dude.
feel like
Parents have the parent. Ultimately, a parent isn't going to be able to control everything their kids do. But I mean, I feel like a parent is at least responsible for teaching your kid, like, okay, you're going to hear some stuff, but like it's not all real. Okay.
yeah.
Like.
That's what I don't get
your
about
name. Your name's David, and you live in the suburbs.
Yeah.
All right. You can't be going around talking like how it's saying some of these things you hear. It's good music, but
You also have to understand, like, I mean, you would probably know more than anyone else, more than either of us, but like when an artist is writing a song, I feel like half of it is from their own experience, and then half of it is just because it's creative and they've just came up with it and it sounds good.
yeah.
Like,
I mean, all
like
day
Nicki
if I-
Minaj or
yeah.
whatever, she wrote WAP, right? Or that was her song, right? Was it Nicki Minaj?
Oh, it's Cardi B.
Cardi B. Okay.
Yeah.
Cardi B. Like, it's not like she like walks around and talks like that, like
No.
with her friends and like
No.
with her parents.
She's probably
like
got
it's
a
just
fucking
her. It's
PhD,
just like
dude.
her. Yeah, it's just her like form of art.
Yeah.
Like, it's just her way of expressing herself. I guess.
She doesn't
Yeah,
let.
It's not like who she is as a person.
Well, I watched an
Right.
interview with her, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't let my kids listen to my music," and right there, like that just proves all those parents wrong that
Yeah.
are saying that it's bad for your kids.
Oh, that's like Bill Gates was
the
let his
person
kid
that
use
wrote
iPads
it.
and shit.
yeah, just like don't.
You Surface Pros.
I mean, at least I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can monitor it, but you definitely, if you have a child that's I don't know under 13, you're probably the one controlling like their Spotify account.
Yeah, I feel like it should
or
be
their
on you,
YouTube
not on
account.
the people that want to make them. Because I'm 26 years old. I should be allowed to listen to a song called Wet Ass Pussy.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be illegal to have that song.
No.
If you don't want your kid to listen to it, then you have to figure out a way to not let them listen to it. Or let them listen to it and explain to them why they can't just go around saying
Yeah.
wet ass pussy.
Like it's, I don't know.
That's what I don't get with a lot of the stuff. Like everyone wants to ban all the QAnon or like Alex Jones. Like, dude, I like watching Alex Jones because it's funny. I don't think
it's
that
pretty
I don't think that Hillary Clinton is a lizard person. I don't think that she's an interdimensional pedophile. Cause that's crazy. But I like listening to Alex Jones rant about that. I think it's dumb that I can't watch it on YouTube. Like if
can't?
you
Yeah,
think
you
it's
have to,
if
like-
you think that it's gonna turn your 13-year-old kid
You can't
into
watch
a
it on
freaking neo-Nazi,
That's
which
on
by
you.
the way, that's not even what he's about.
You
Like,
can't
that's
watch.
on
You can't watch Alex Jones on YouTube anymore.
No, you
No,
can't
he's
watch him
banned
on
from all social
anything.
media.
He has his own.
shit.
He has his own website, and it's just called band.video. That's how you have to watch
That's pretty.
all of his
That's
stuff.
pretty fucking hardcore.
Yeah, dude.
He probably makes so much money off
Oh
it.
my
Oh,
god, he's
he
got to
makes
make
like
so
tons,
much money
so
off
many
of
ads
it.
and
Oh, he sells a bunch of his own like bullshit bottles of like zinc supplements and shit.
See, but the problem isn't those. The problem isn't those people. The problem is the people that listen to them, and they're like, "Yep, I
Yeah, but
knew
that's
it."
on them.
They were like, "Oh."
So why can't I
How does that
listen
affect
to it
yeah,
though? You know
how
what
does
I
that
mean?
affect everyone else though?
But I'm saying like it's the problem isn't with the actual content. The problem is with how people perceive the content.
But that's on them then.
Yeah, no, that's definitely on them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I think there's should be more of like a sense of self-responsibility with stuff like that. I don't think it should be illegal for Alex Jones to make those videos. He did say some wild shit about like the Sandy Hook kids being
Yeah.
crisis actors
Holy
and shit.
shit,
That's
dude.
a little out of line. But him going off about how the frogs are gay, that's not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, with any more though, it's hard to tell the difference between education and entertainment.
Yeah, for
Because of the
stupid people.
internet.
Is it hard for you? Are you gonna get turned into
Sometimes.
a crazy person?
I mean, I'm not gonna turn into a crazy person,
That's
but
what I'm
I've-
saying.
I
If
hear
you
both.
watch Alex Jones talk
I hear
about
both
how-
sides of different arguments, and I'm like, fuck, I honestly don't know what to think.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
But you're not gonna go storm the Capitol because of some dipshit saying stuff on
No,
8chan.
absolutely not.
That's what I'm saying. I guess
Yeah.
the problem is that there are people that do that.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
That's what
problem.
I'm saying. Like,
Fuck,
there's
yeah.
definitely people that
But
It's like, dude, just don't, I don't know. I've always lived by like,
it's
just
kind of
don't.
like the
but
I've always lived by don't be a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
it's kind of like
just
the
be
whole
cool,
like
man.
you ruin it. Like
Love everybody.
Two people can ruin
But
it
I
for
do think, I
everyone
guess,
else.
the storming the Capitol thing is different because they actually, like, them actually calling to do that. Like, that's inciting violence. That you can't do that anywhere.
No,
Like,
no,
you can't do that
anywhere.
But you can, like, put out all the information and stuff. I don't know. Like, actually calling to storm the
Information's
Capitol is
Information's a tough word.
bad. But you're like,
For you and
well, it's all information. It's
Yeah.
either real or it's
It's
not.
definitely
It's like,
some-
you
You have to
fake
think if you're
information.
you have to think like if you're putting out that information, you're like indirectly inciting violence
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, I guess. If it
That's
leads
happened to
that.
Rage Against the Machine
Yeah.
a bunch of times.
Yeah, they got arrested, didn't they?
I don't know if they got arrested or not, but I know that when they played, it was like late 90s, early 2000s, they did a show on the street at the Democratic National Convention, and a riot just happened to break out. And I think they got into some shit for it, but I don't know what totally happened.
Yeah.
But I think you can indirectly incite violence.
Well, yeah, because NWA got in trouble for that because they had the "Fuck the Police" song, and they
Yeah.
were told they couldn't do it at a show, and then they did, and then
it.
everyone like went crazy, and they got in trouble for inciting a riot or some shit
Yeah.
like that.
So, but I feel like I don't know. I feel like if you have a good enough lawyer, you can probably get out of that. Because that's like the
that's
same thing
true.
as people suing like video games, or people suing like music and stuff like that. Like, I think, man, you're probably just a bad parent. Like if your kid
Yeah.
goes off and does something fucking horrible like
Or maybe
that.
your kid's just a bad kid. Dude, there's just bad people out there. You know what I mean?
There are
Like,
just
you can't
bad
say everyone was
people.
good. Like, you can't tell me Hitler was, like, he was a good guy. He was just misunderstood. Like, he was just a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, there's little kids.
He was a bad, yeah.
He was a
I will
little
agree.
kid
He
at
was a
one
pretty
point.
bad dude.
He was a little kid at one point.
God,
Like,
probably didn't have a good go. Holy shit. Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I think that
about
we're gonna
wraps
wrap
it up.
but
Yeah.
How long have we been going?
40 minutes.